Anyways, so about to show you the next, as I'm saving for my last console, the Xbox One X. That's the one I'm getting, obviously. So about to show you what I have to do to save up for it on eBay. So let's get to it. I don't want to buy it, but keep doing that. No, come on. What up, guys? But yeah, I'm about to show you the next console and the last console I'm getting, pretty much. In a second. Okay. All right, guys. Back to it. Try to get back on track. Good. I didn't make no bills in July, but I made bills from January to May, or to the part of June. My phone died, obviously, and then no content in July, unfortunately. I made 4 bills in August, but that was last month. I think 5, obviously, but yeah. This is the console I'm getting right here, and this console still gets updates to this day. You see how cheap the console is? And this, well, it's not cheap, but it's still cheap to some degree. But it's not cheap in terms of the price. But this is how much I would have to save up for it. And this console still gets updates to this day, every day. And it's been getting updates for it ever since then. Now, got any question, if anybody wants to ask me a question, tell me why they pushed up the price for the PS5 console on this, and they didn't push up the price for the Xbox One. Tell me why they didn't do that. But they didn't do it for the Xbox One X, but they did it for the Xbox One Series S, which is the one I wanted to get, but they pushed it up to almost $400 now, so that's out of my budget. But they didn't push up the price for these consoles, and these are that almost on this Xbox One X is almost 9 years old, and it still gets updates to this day. So much on this console still has a lot of longevity. Told you I was getting this console right here. Sorry, them all. The Last of Us 3, no return. Sorry. So you see how much it costs? That's $140. That's coming from going on. Let's see. But I know what I'm worth, because DMR has too much of an expensive taste. But it has a broken seal. Where's it broken seal at? So it has a broken seal. Where though? Where though? Oh, I see the part that's broke. I see it. I think it's right there. Where though? Where's the broken seal? I don't see the broken seal. Not much on the inside. But I'm not saying this one in particular. This one has a broken seal from what it says. Broken barcode. So be careful with that. See, $130 almost. And it has all them stickers on it. I don't know why, but okay. Let's go to it. Oh, okay. Come on now, $130. You can't beat that with a stick. And they only cost, and then the standard ship is only $10. Come from West Virginia, Charleston, West Virginia. Obviously. So it don't even cost that much. I told him, Mom, this is going to, so deal with it. Because so I told you Sony has nothing coming, and it did. It was in the past 60 months of Sony's dealt with all that drama and issues internally. Even their workforce, pun intended. The Last of Us 3, no return. Sorry, Devontae. Sorry. Anyways, Super Chat, what's up? Super Chat, what's up? Anyways, this is the console I'm getting, obviously. I picked up a couple more files on the Xbox app I see on Alpha 48. I went from 4 files to 6 files now. So almost at double-digit files now. That delivery is expensive, $40.68. Wow. It's coming from San Antonio. That's if I want to pay that. But most of the Xbox One X consoles have free shipping. The one you saw for the Texas one, that's coming from, they're charging almost 41 because it's coming from Texas, Fort Worth, Texas. This is the special edition. This is the brand new edition, the 2017 model. They're charging $20, but it's coming from Farmfield, New York. Anyways. But it's going down. That's delivery fee. It's high for that one. $50 in Florida. Okay. Come with 2 controllers. But see the price. The prices are dirt cheap. I know. I told you. I know. Last of Us 3, no return. Sorry, Dylan. Sorry. Kick rocks. I'm rambling. I know them. I know what I got there. I said, well, you need to give your current generation smoke because they have not done good. And some of their games on Sony, not to go off topic here, some of the games have not done good on Sony's end. Counting the most recent Lost Soul side, that game got a Metacritic of 60. Terrible. They can't afford no more Fox right now. or roll ratings for their games, obviously. But anyways, you need to get what Sony did for all 60, the past 60 months. You need to get Sony to smoke. Then when I mean that. Anyways, John. And this console still gets updates as Xbox One. That's the one I'm getting. Yes, as long as it has free shipping involved. But I think the Project Scorpio one costs a little bit more, about $10 or $20 more, but it's still in the 150, 170 range. But this is the one I'm getting. They're all coming from different locations. The same one consoles coming from different locations. Anyways, 116. Okay. But the console was dirt cheap, but it's still 160, and that's in my budget. So I told them all that I know what I'm worth. And Game Pass Ultimate is the best value in the game. You can't tell me shh. Anyways, 21 people watching my video. Fantastic. That's the Xbox One. Halo 5 Guardians Limited Edition console. That's anyway, that's new to Xbox One. But anyways, hey, everybody, the Super Chat. What's up? What's up? But anyways, the Xbox One X is in my budget. It still gets free updates to this day. Game Pass Home is the best one. Then all can't say Pushing Plus. I know these ones just gonna say Pushing Plus Extra is the best value. And I said no, it's not. The fee, yes. The price, no. Don't approve of that. Anyways, it was better off getting the 3 months, which only would have cost you $40 instead of paying the $134 for it, the upgrade to it. But anyways, at least I stick to Pushing Plus Essential 3 months. I had that until November 30th, but because it was supposed to expire in August 30th. That's because of the anniversary. Let me keep it until November 3rd, and that's when I had to re-up with my Push Plus, obviously. So it gave me some time to re-extend it, obviously, which is probably on November. That's after Black Friday. And that's when I get Street Fighter 6 digital, Street Fighter 6 digital physical. But either way, anyways, the Xbox One X is in my budget. They're showing the regular Xbox Ones. Or the one they said it was the failed, but you don't know why it failed in 2014, 2015. Not to go off topic. Don Metric's dumb self. Anyways, trying to not go off topic. Anyways, hey, Michael goes with the Super Chat. What's up? What's up? Hi, what's up? What's up? Anyways, this is how much the Cyberpunk 2077 Limited Edition costs. It's $280. Not getting that one, but if I had saved up more, I would probably got that one. But because of the price, the reason I'm not getting that one, I would like to have it, but still getting the Xbox One X, so that's what matters. They still get free updates to this day. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 comes out on John Luis's birthday, obviously. So that's good news. Because that's day and day on Game Pass Ultimate, obviously. Like I said, Game Pass on the best value in gaming. And we don't know who's winning in the gaming industry right now. Despite Nintendo's dealing with the issues. Not trying to go off the topic here, but anyways. The Xbox One X. A lot for that delivery. That's anybody that wants to pay for that delivery fee. But the Xbox One X is in my budget. I told them all this last was 3, no return. Sorry. I know what I'm worth. I know how much I'm saving for my last console. All I had to save it was $180. A little bit over. When that's actually a little bit close to it. Counting the shipping and tax, but how much the shipping and tax. But either way. So yeah. Alright. Show you how much the Series S costs, but that's a console getting the Xbox One X. Yes, the one that John has is way ahead of its time because the longevity is still there. It's gonna drive a lot of people crazy right now, so they might not like the prices, but it's what it is. That's the console getting the Xbox One X. The console is one of the few consoles I did not have other than Super NES, the Sega Genesis, the Sega Saturn, all the I had the regular. I just didn't have the regular DS, the new DS, the 2 and the 3DS, obviously, and I didn't have PS5, but I'm not getting that because it costs too much now because Sony pushes the price up last month. Dumb idiots. Anyways, I almost said the A word. I had to keep that word coming. But anyways, it's gonna drive a lot of people crazy, but it wants the Series S pretty much. So let's get to it. The cheapest I see is $260. But of course, it's the pre-owned model. That's probably why it's that low, but it's still high. But it's not high like the newer model. Anyways, $370. If they're charging that much, because it comes with that 1 terabyte expansion Seagate, so that makes sense. Either way, it's coming from Virginia. Anyways, The lowest I see is $200, obviously. And then it's 2065 delivery. It's coming from Covington, Virginia. The lowest I see is $250. They ain't gonna go any lower than that because they pushed the prices back in May. Unfortunately, which I don't know why Microsoft did that. But anyways, that's another topic for another time. Anyways, there apologize. Put the super chat get up here. I don't know, Daydream. I don't know, Mr. Burkrez. I don't know. I don't know. Cause for one, it's $500, $550 for that physical. This one, did you not know the price went up, Mr. Durian Burkrez? Indeed. And then the digital model is $499 now. And then the PS5 Pro disc is $750. Daydream, indeed, in my super chat. But anyway, the cheapest you're going to see it is $300. And it's coming from Atlanta, Georgia, where Mr. Francis resides. And also that's that price because it's coming from Georgia. Now tell me why this is $299. It's coming from Georgia. And there's only two of them, or three of them, honestly. But it's $380. You already know who did that. I ain't saying that person's name out loud, but you already know who caused that. Anyways, anyways, but that's the cheapest you're gonna find it. And with the coupon, it drops it to $279, and counting the warranty, 1 year warranty. Wait a minute, it's just preferred to make sure it's not preferred. Let me see. Oh, okay, it's open box, not preferred. Let's make sure because it's one of mine, so warranty. So, anyways, that's the cheapest you're gonna find it. But Daydream on Falls getting it, that's dead, bro. That's dead, bub. In my super chat, that's dead. Definitely dead. After they pushed the prices up back, and I said no dice, no dice. Sorry. And it would take too long to even say that's $600 I would have to sell, and that would take a whole year to sell $600 for a PS. I'm not getting that. No, Daydream. No, sorry. That's was 3 no return. Sorry, no. Not to be mean on things, it's a bit what it is. But that's about series of that's how much the cheapest you're going to see is $350, but that's coming from Fort Wayne, Illinois. But this is how much it really costs, $380, because they pushed it up back in May. You already know who did that. I ain't saying no names out loud, but anyways, the band of Sony pushed up theirs last month, and now it's already almost $600 for the disc model, almost $500 for the digital model, and $750 for the PS5 Pro disc model. No dice. Kick rise. I don't approve of them price hikes. I don't approve of that. Anyway, obviously. But the cheapest you saw when I scrolled up was $250 and $299. That's the cheapest you're gonna find if you get it new. You ain't gonna find it any lower than that. This is $360 for the pre-owned model for the carbon one, but that's coming from West. Me and my family used to live up West Minnetonka back in the heyday. This $18.99 is originally charged because it's coming from West. It's coming from Carroll County, so I already know exactly where that's coming from. The lowest you see is $260. That's coming from Ralph, North Carolina. That's the reason I had to get. I'd rather just get the Xbox One X instead. It still gets free updates. The menu already updated. They updated the menu multiple times on Xbox One X and other reasons. So yeah, Xbox One X. That's the one I'm getting. I told them on last was 3 no return. Sorry. Don't do one on the welfare prize and did what he was saying. I said, boy, don't give me that BS right now. But you say you are Sony Lois and you're not Sony Lois. You got 11 platforms to my 2. Count both console and phone and tech. I got more tech equity than you, counting the arcade stick included. And 3 hard drives once I get that one off of Amazon from Sony, the upgraded one, the 500 GB one. It's a different brand, but anyways, I don't want to say I had 3. I had more tech equity. Yeah, you got more tech equity, but you love these expensive price. You got expensive taste. That's your problem. You ain't the only with that problem. My cousin has that problem too, as well. Anyway, but yeah, we getting an Xbox One X. I just showed you that on the first page. I was in the first part of the video, 7 minutes of the video, honestly. But I'm not getting. I would get the search that, but because with certain person that puts on prices, that's the reason I can't get the 9th generation, unfortunately. Because certain person puts on, I ain't saying his name. Anyways, and the better PS5 pushed up their prices for the disc and disc amount. Idiots, simpletons. Anyways, this is how much it costs. It's the lowest you're going to find is $235 with that $16.19 delivery. That's if you want to pay that delivery if it's coming from Minnesota. Anyways, but I told Darren this week I'm not getting the PS5. You know, I have the backlog and I have all these indie games, and I said no dice. And the only reason I'm saying that because knowing I got all the SMO games, most of the SMO, and I finished all the head-to-head saga. As far as the remaining head-to-head, including the ones I finished from the previous months prior, those SMO games should be free upgrades, not the same price for the ones I just paid for. That's ridiculous. It's still $7, but even still, they should be free upgrades. Now, they're going to say, why the upgrades should be free for the SMO games, guys? Because I have all the SMO games, including Breaks Part 1, Breaks Part 1, and all the ones for the holidays, and then the one for the run games and the fun games. Those should be free upgrades. But no, Sony is too petty like that. And they love to be beyond petty, and knowing they ain't doing good internally as far as their positions right now, as far as their positions with their CEOs, right? They're not doing good right now. That's another story. I'll talk about that in a different video later on during the week. But anyways, but I had some bills coming up, me roasting honey too later on during the week. If it's not today, tomorrow. I was most likely probably tomorrow when I make those videos. Anyways, or later on during the week, me roasting honey in jail right now. I got a lot to say to my cousin that's not here right now. What's going on in the industry? I got a lot to say on my mind right now. Need to talk about this, but that'll be in a different video later on during the week. Anyways, that's how much it costs. But it's not the ones I showed you was the lowest you're gonna find it price wise if you get the new or the pre-owned models. Either way. So yeah. Okay. See. Start the video at 21 minutes. I'll just spend the next 5 minutes doing stuff. What else I want to show y'all right now? Show how much the external hard drives cost for Xbox, but they pushed up those too slightly, even for the 500GB models. Hard drives, external, they pushed them up slightly. I was looking on my phone earlier, they pushed them up. No lie. This might drive some people crazy, but so big. Gotta put nonsense. Okay. All right, here we go. Click on it. That's the Seagate. I used to have Seagate for Sony, obviously, but I don't have that hard drive no more, obviously. The one I got is a Kodak one, but I'll be using that Kodak one for my Xbox One X. But when I get my Xbox One X hard drive, I'll be getting that all advanced. I had two externals. The one that'll be used for the indies, that Kodak one, and the other one I'll use for my other games over 100 gigs. But anyways, this is how much it costs to get the 1 terabyte. But this is a different brand. This is Game On. This is new, a new brand, most recent brand. $50 is coming from where Diamond is coming from. That software, and I already know what Diamond is, obviously. But anyways, see, they pushed up the some of the prices for the external, especially the 500GB models, and some of the 1 terabytes and 2 terabytes have gone up price-wise too, as you can see. This one's coming from Greenbelt, South. I already know what that is. That's Greenbelt, South Carolina, and that's $6 shipping, and that's coming from Greenbelt, South Carolina. But anyways. And depending on what model you get from this one, that's what's the name of this? A Zoho for what it says on the front of the hard drive. But yeah, off the 53 to get the 2 terabyte, it's 22 to get the 500GB model or 250GB model. But anyways, this is the most expensive one. That's still Seagate. That's the 4 terabyte. That's almost $80. That's very expensive. Kind of delivery shipping. This is the one I was looking. The one I told you about in my previous video over an hour and a half ago. I wanted to get this one fast, but with the shipping and taxes, almost $35. $6 shipping. No, $6 sales tax and delivery fee. It's still free shipping on it, just that they charge a lot for that. That's $7. That's high for that hard drive to be 28, and then they charge almost $8. Not exactly, but 7 and some change for us to shipping and tax. It was still free shipping, but it's 35. They pushed that up. The 1 terabyte, this was not 50 at first. This was the 1 terabyte was about $39.99. They pushed that up to 50. Kick rocks. It's still worth it, but it's not worth it. They pushed that up. Of course, because Overvision, I was the brand I told my uncle on about. We was in Virginia, but anyways, the D Black, that's 2 terabyte. That's box external hard drive. That's coming from Las Vegas, Sin City, Nevada. I was like 871 because that's what's coming from Sin City. Anyways, and then they pushed this one up as well, and that's the same model. The same model? No. Same brand. The white version, they pushed up from 29 to 50. Come on now. I know it's overlooked, but still they pushed it up. That's coming from China. That's from China. That's, you get the idea. Anyways, this is how much you get that 4 terabyte. Almost $100. That's expensive. That's if you want all that, obviously. And then the most expensive one, the 8 terabyte. That anybody that loves playing games, if you're a true hard or a streamer, true hard gamer, like a lot of people I know. I give my homeboy brother Sig a lot of credit because he got that 16 terabyte hard drive. I don't know if he has the Evolution one, but whoever one, I had to show my uncle on a picture on my old phone before it died. Obviously, that's the one. Terabytes. Wow, he paid a lot of money for that. So he has money like that. He's also Asian person. He has money like that. So of course he was going to pay for that. Anyways, this is how much that 10 terabyte. This is a new model that just came out. 10 terabyte, $160. Kick rocks. I know that's still a lot of value for it because 10 terabytes, but even still, kick rocks. That's expensive for a 10 terabyte. That's very expensive. The cheapest model is the 3 terabyte model, but the most expensive is the 10 terabytes. You saw the price of that's 160. Kick rocks. Anyways, so yeah, the hard drive I'm getting from my PS4 because the reason I had to get the 500 gigabyte hard drive because you saw the price of the 1 terabyte once they pushed them up. For all the brands, including the one for Ovo, they pushed them up. Told you I wasn't lying. So I just had to get since I had the 500 gigabyte PS4 slim fat bomb, I just had to get the 500 gigabyte hard drive. When I get my Xbox One X later on, when we move, obviously, once I move, obviously, well, my family moves, obviously, I can just get the take this Kodak external hard drive, use that to install my indie games. And I can use my other external for my Xbox One X to install my games over 100 gigs or bigger, obviously. Once all my internal space is gone, once I install those games on internal. But anyways, the cheapest model you see, that's anybody that has the Series X, that's the $80 model, that's the Seagate 512. That's anybody that has the Series S and X currently. But anyways, yeah, but I told them they pushed up the price for the 1 terabyte hard drives. Including the ones for the brands I obviously like. They pushed them out. I told my aunt I wasn't lying. They can look right now. I'm not lying. And see, well, this is their new model that just came out. Probably that's their 2 terabyte. This was originally. This might be a new model. I don't know if this is most recent. I think this is a new model. $70 for 2 kick rocks. I'm not gonna pay no $70. That's expensive. Even for 2 terabyte, because most 2 terabyte, that all depends on what brand you're getting. But even still, no one's gonna pay $70 for that model. You know, it's all original, but even still, The cheapest one you saw was $40, but that's Seagate. That's counting the shipping or free shipping. The second most expensive one, buying that 10 terabyte is the 8 terabyte. That's $140. That's coming from a Penta, California. Most of these even come from California. These others even come from California or different cities, or Florida or California. But either way, the one I'm getting off of Amazon, the PS5. Wrong word. PS4 external hard drive. It's only going to cost me 20 or 20 once I re-up on my Amazon Prime in the coming weeks, obviously. So it's going to cost me 20 even after upgrading from my 256 gigabyte model external to 500 gigabytes. So I can have space to store my other games. So I can at the finishing the ones I was obviously playing, but anyways, or the ones I was already living and earning trophies on. But anyways, it's okay, guys. Just wanted to show you that too. Set the minute on right there. But there you have it. I just showed you in this whole bit 24 minutes out there, or 24-minute mark. But that's the console getting. I showed you in the first part of the video. That's the console getting the Xbox One X. But when I get my external port, it's going to have to be the 500 gigabyte model. That's the only one because they pushed it to all the 1 terabytes. They pushed it up, sliced it for all the 1 terabyte for all the brands. Mostly all the brands that I was with that, obviously. But okay, guys, I end the video right there. But we get my Xbox One X soon. About on that, say I have 2 external hard drives, but one I'll be using to install my indies, and the other ones I'll be installing for my bigger games once all my internal space on my Xbox One X is gone, obviously. So I would only say I had 3 hard drives, but one that I can use for my indies, my Xbox One, the other one I can use for my bigger games. But anyways, if you like this content, leave a like, obviously. You got all my socials on YouTube and Instagram. I told you I had my other free videos already today. You got all my Instagrams. You got all my Spotify. You know where to find me on YouTube, Spotify, and Instagram, and TikTok Lite. Now I gave you that now, and Facebook Lite. So yeah. Okay, guys, I end the video right there, but stay tuned. Another video coming as well. Yeah. Deuces. Stay tuned. The next video's coming in a few minutes. Deuces.